Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. Thank you for coming here and hopefully you all are always healthy and happy. Today in this video, we will discuss about an interesting topic. The topic is about should transgender be banned in Indonesia? Recently, issues about lesbian, gay, and transgender or LGBT have surfaced in various countries, including Indonesia. Here there will be two teams, namely cons team and pros team. And here I will come as a leader. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Isma Nur Sri Hartini. And representative of each team, please introduce yourself. Okay, thank you for our two teams. Let's begin our discussion today. In the current era of globalization, there are many phenomena that can be found in everyday life. One of them is the phenomenon about LGBT. Recently, issues about lesbian, gay, and transgender or LGBT have surfaced in various countries, including Indonesia. Lesbian, gay, bisexual groups are a matter of gender identity, and transgender is a matter of gender identity. Okay, now, what do you think about the definition of transgender? And please give your opinion on that.
In my opinion, transgender is a person whose way of behaving or appearance does not match the gender role in general and feels uncomfortable with the physical condition of their sex, then makes major changes by changing their gender to be the same as the opposite sex.
In my opinion, transgender people is individuals who feel that their gender identity is different or not in accordance with the biological gender since birth. The identity of one's own gender regarding the conception or understanding of one's own gender. This feeling is an indication of ourselves as male, female, or not excessive.
Okay, next, what do you think about the prohibitions of transgender in Indonesia?
I don't think so, because first, this gender issue is not what they want, but it has become God's nature. God made them like that, so they live it. Isn't what God has ordained we deserve to accept sincerely? Well, the second reason is everyone has the right to vote, including choosing a gender orientation. So don't force them to be what you want, because that's what they want, and they feel comfortable with it. They don't force you to be what they want you to be. And the third reason, by the way, transgender is not an aberration. It's just a sexual orientation. They still behave like you too. Want protection, a good job, socialize, etc. So it's not a deviant thing.
I am a pro-team against transgender prohibited in Indonesia. The first reason is Indonesia is a religious country. Of course, of all religions in Indonesia recognize and even strongly oppose transgender. In Islam itself, for example, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam forbid men to behave like women or vice versa. So people who change or operate on their genitals or change their nature as they have been created, this is strictly prohibited by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and is considered an unlawful act. The second reason is many health cases have been found that arise from transgender behavior. It is known WHO data states that gay and transgender people have a 20 times greater risk of contracting HIV and AIDS than the normal population. In fact, the data also shows that 14% of homosexual and 29% of transgender people have been proven to suffer from HIV/AIDS. So, this is a sign that transgender is very bad for health and will make the transmission of this disease can continue to increase drastically in Indonesia. Another reason is in Indonesia, transgender people are actually prohibited because it is a very deviant behavior. The purpose of this deviant behavior is behavior that is not in accordance with the forms and values prevailing in society. Transgender itself is behavior that is not in accordance with the values and norms that exist in Indonesia, where most of the social norms come from religion, ethnic, and culture.
Okay. Then, what do you think about the impact of transgender in Indonesia?
The impact transgender is first, there is a risk of causing sexually transmitted disease, as I explained earlier. 2. Relationships that are not sanctioned by the government and religion. 3. Some are shunned by family and friends. Some families definitely don't like this kind of deviant transgender behavior, even though there are those who feel it's okay. The possibility of being rejected is very big, so that new problems will arise where the person needs support but no family comes. 4. The same friend. 5. It's hard to find a job. 6. Tend to mutually partner. 7. Usually becomes an atheist because when someone chooses to be a transgender, it is not recognized by any religions, especially in Indonesia.
Transgender is not always bad. There are those who live in harmony with their families, and not infrequently, they are also supported by their families. Besides that, there are also those between them who are successful in their careers, even to the political level.
Okay, based on our discussion, the following conclusion can be drawn. LGBT action have actually damaged and opposed the balanced values that exist in Pancasila as a manifestation of the soul and morals of Indonesian society, especially defines values. Because Indonesia is a godly country, action that oppose defined values can be punished through a criminal law police by taking into account the objectives of the punishment. Okay, I think that's enough for today's discussion. Thanks to everyone who participated today. See you again next time. Wassalamualaikum.